Hey guys, welcome back to our channel. It's the Parent Entrepreneurs here, and today what we'll be doing is we'll be continuing our Investing with Max series. If you guys have not watched the previous video, I highly suggest you guys go watch that. Now, as a disclaimer, this is just for educational purposes only, and if you're looking for financial advice, I highly suggest you guys seek out a registered financial advisor. If that makes sense, let's get started as per usual. All right, I'm gonna share my screen here. Okay, let's go to TradingView as per usual. All right, so I'm gonna just make myself bigger here as per usual. So guys, so here's what's happening in the market. So as you can see here, that in January, we like the beginning of like 2022, we had a major spike a little bit here. So it was going, you can see here for RIP Capital that it was bouncing on the support of 135. Then after that, it just kept on hovering there. Like you can see the support and resistance here. It's trying to break that, and it did break the 142 range. And once it broke that, then in like January, the beginning of January, right? You can see here the 4th, that's when it started to pick up a little bit. Then it went all the way up to 150 and the high of 153. Then after that, it receded a little bit back. Then it kept on hovering in this resistance, right? Then after that, it broke it. Then it tried to break it again the next day, but it didn't maintain it. So it went down the following day. And you can see here that it closed at around 148. Then that's on January 7th. Then after that, it basically, you can see here the support and resistance. It kind of hovered there. Then once it broke this resistance again at 142, then now it's going down and it broke another support and resistance. And you can see here that the new resistance is around $1.30, right? And this is interesting because I was hoping for a reversal trend, where I was thinking that if we probably broke this resistance at 149 to 150 and it maintained that and it closed above that, then we might have probably see because I know from here you can see that it closed at 150, but if we would have closed above that, we probably would have seen a better indication that it's gonna go a lot higher. But in this case, it's still, looking at the bigger picture, it looks like it's still in the downward trend. So from here, you can see the top here, the top there, and here is still going down. So hopefully, I want to see a reversal trend for RIP Capital, and I know the earnings are coming up in February 9th. So it's already January 23rd. So it's in the next few weeks here. So if you look at the 23rd, then the 9th is probably, it's over here on a Wednesday. That's when they're gonna release it. So far, it's not looking good. It's been, you're getting a little bit of spike. So this is good for day trading. So you buy here, then you sell on top here, but it's super hard to really catch this, right? You just never know what the market is going to react and how you can actually capitalize on that. But just note that it's still in a downtrend here. I really want to see a reversal where the volume's picking up, but you can see here it's only at 224. So some days it's really low. Then this day on January 3rd, January 10th, sorry, that it kind of picked up. Then a few days it picked up. Then here gradually picking up, but it's been red days ever since, right? 3 red days. So normally, if you see this 3 red days, bulls will take advantage of this, and most likely, if we head on Monday, we might see a reversal where bulls are going to take over and try to bring this up. If not, then we might see a continuation of more red days. All right, so that's RIP Capital. Let's look at Lifeis, and you can see here Lifeis, it's been on a downtrend, right, ever since, you could say, if I go to year to date, it's been on a downtrend for quite some time, right? So you can see here, April 2021, that's the year to date. Oops. So let's go 5 year. 1 year. Yeah, so like this was the spike last year in 2021. So you can see December, January, it kind of spiked up all the way to, you can see 34 cents, 32. Then it did a pullback, then catch the support. Then after that, it tried again in February, right? So in this case, since we're in 2022, we're not like, we're seeing a little bit of that. So you can see here that it's forming like the cup here. Then basically it looks like this is the handle, but this one looks like more, it's like a cup and handle, right? So you can see here forming the cup, then after that the handle. So if this here at 10.5, if this holds and goes above this and hits the support of 11.5 and keeps going, you might see a reversal trend. And you can see the volume. The volumes right now are pretty crazy. So you can see on December 7th, the volume was at 2 mil. On December, or sorry, not December, I said January 7th, and also this January 13th, this one here was at 2.35, and you can see like from 7th, 10th, 11th, 12th, you can see that it spikes up a little bit, right? And after that, now it's trying to go back a little bit here. It's trying to form the the bulls and the bears that they're trying to fight to take control of what's going to happen. So it's going to be interesting what happens for Lifeis, because it's been on a downtrend for quite some time, and it's looking like it's trying to push the resistance here. So as you can see here, this is the resistance, like around 11 cents to 11.5. So, and you can see here that this is like what I set up here is 11.5, and it broke that and it went to 12.5. So if it can maintain this resistance and actually hold it and breaks it, we might see a newer higher low and lower high, and see a new resistance at 17 cents. And if we break that at 17 cents, we might see a new support and resistance at 19 to 17, right? So that's what I really want to look for in the next few months. And you can see the earnings here. The earnings is on April 13th, so it's still quite some time, so it's still far away. So it's really depending on what we're going to see in the market and how the market is going to react to if there's any big news or any catalyst, because if there is, I can see this stock Lifeis go up again. All right, going to weed canopy growth, it's still on a downtrend, so you don't see the same thing as Lifeis. So Lifeis is actually trying to break the resistance, but for canopy, it's been on a downtrend. So ever since December 2nd, 1st, you can see here that the low was 12.73. Then it tried to do a cup and handle here. You can see this point and this point. Then from there, it didn't break it. Then it kept on going down, right? Then it tried again. Then it just kept on going to a newer, lower support, and it's been on a downtrend. So you can see here right now it's at 901, right? So this, so on January 21st, it closed at $9.16. So the volume has been the same. It hasn't been like a major volume that picked it up, but it's just, we're looking for that catalyst to bring the sector back up again. So BLGV, you can see here, very stagnant. So it's just hovering to, the support resistance from 17 to the very lowest here of 14.5. And there's the other lower high, higher low, so at 15 cents. So it's been hovering around this 3 range here, right? So it's been just going there. So you can see that on December 31st, that it broke the support and it went down to 14.5, right? And the thing here is around 15 cents. And the earnings is at March 2nd, so still quite some time. So we're just looking for that catalyst, right, to see. And what's crazy about this is that, the sales are increasing for the cannabis sector. They're fundamentally they're looking a lot better than before, but it's been just beaten heavily. So ACB, as you can see here as well, it's kind of the same pattern as weed. It's been on a downtrend, but ACB has been going negative as well. Bears are just in control, as you can see. So you can see here December, right? So the support was around at $8 to 802. Then sorry, the resistance at 802 there. Then after that, the support was around at 713, right? Then after that, once it broke that support in 2022 in January, so let's say here, January 14th, right? January 14th to 13th, it broke that. Then that's when it hit the new support at 549. I want to say maybe even 550, right? 550 is the new support, and it breaks that. Then what's gonna happen is it's gonna go to a newer support and resistance. And here, as for the earnings and revenue, you can see that the revenue estimate is around 58 mil, almost 59. And also this is going to be for the period ending December 2021 for February 10th, 2022. All right. So far, the cannabis industry is not looking good. And I'm hoping for that reversal trend or even a catalyst, right? If you can see a catalyst, it would be really good. And we just get, more people in the sector and invest, because I'll quickly show you. I'll show you later on Facebook and, this one here. But for CEO.ca, so for LifeIs, for example, a lot more of the insiders are, putting in more money into the stocks. Maybe they're seeing it cheap and they're like, you know what, it's on my opportunity to buy more shares of this company. And also what I noticed is that some of their grants are being, you can see here, common shares, blah, 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 restricted shares grants, share unit grants of rights. So they're just exercising those grants, right? So you can see here. And it started from, so it started from here, 2022 on the 21st. They're exercising their grants, right? So which is good to see. And also, a lot more people are just, talking about the stocks and what's going on here. But yeah, what I wanted to really show you guys is, look at this. So if you want to see or get updated on more news, I recommend going to newcannabisventures.com. And basically this article talks about the Canadian retail cannabis sales increased by 36% in November to 354 million. So look at that. So stocks are going down, stock prices are going down, but sales are going up, right? So right now, fundamentally, it makes sense that the sales price for the cannabis is going up, which is a good sign. And you can see here that Statistics Canada released November retail sales for the country this morning, with cannabis sales decreasing from October by 2.9 to 3.53 million. The sales were up 36.3 from a year ago, up slightly from 35.7 in October. So you can see this graph here, the Canadian retail cannabis, from when it started in, the legalization, right? So you can see here, October 18th, the sales was around, 50K. Then as the time passes from 2018 to 2021, the sale of cannabis has been increasing throughout. So which is a good sign for the fundamental, like if you're looking at the companies fundamentally, that any, like majority of the cannabis industries that are in this sector, their sale price are going up, right? So you can see forecast sales of 340 million based upon this data. The data analyst provider has been estimating December sales to be 8% higher, which would be 4.6 above the actual November level and up 24% from a year ago. So COVID lockdown has been weighing on the retail sales, while an increase in the number of stores as well as falling flowers prices that bring consumer from the illicit market have been boosting sales. But yeah, so to add to that too, right? Of if you look at our predicament and what's going on with the economy, you can definitely tell that the industry is thriving, even though there had been lockdowns, and I could say it's recession proof, right? Kind of like alcohol. It's pretty much when people are down or they want some relaxation and stuff like that, they go towards drugs, or they go towards alcohol or whatever, right? Or cannabis in this case. But it seems like the cannabis industry is recession proof. And they just kept on talking about population sales were up 2% from October and all that stuff, yada yada yada. So, and they kind of break it down here from different provinces and all that stuff. So for me, I'm in Alberta. You can see here 54, then it just goes up from all the way over here, right? But yeah, so if you want to look up more data, so definitely check this out. So go to newcannabisventures.com and just look at what's going on, and just keep yourself updated what the industry is doing right now. But long term, the industry is still evolving, and I'm seeing a pretty good future for this space. But it just takes a lot of time. There's a lot of hype before. Now people that got caught up in the hype are probably seeing negative in their accounts. Okay, so as per usual, what I'll do, and also so if you go to the facebook.com group, Cannabis Investors, you can see what's going on here. Oxley Cannabis Group, you can see expanding leadership in Cannabis 2.0, sales will increase and all that stuff. So you can definitely take a look at this if you're interested in more information, right? So as per usual, what I normally do is I look at my accounts, and my accounts for Lifeis and also Rip Capital has been down still. So you can see here my unrealized gain or loss is about around 60%, so around 9K, right? And as you can see here, my biggest loser is Lifeis. I was super up before, but the reverse, I guess the trend reversed. Then after that, my stock just went negative from, you can see here, 66%, and it's down 9,163. But for Real Capital, because since I bought this at a really low price, right, I'm still up 15.52%. So it's still pretty good. But yeah, I'll just keep you guys updated. And if you guys have any questions, definitely let me know. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Have a good day and take care. See ya.